Welcome to Vishnu IS Academy. Today is Tuesday and for us it's a economy day. So as a part of Lazy Prep, let's begin with the current affairs of related economy and let's begin with. So if you see, these are the contents we gonna discuss today, and our first current affair would be Indian Ports Act 2025, because ports play a major role in our transportation as well as trade and commerce, because it's the cheapest mode of transport. That's why now 1908, this is the previous Ports Act we have. Now you're gonna change to 2025, because if you see geography, culture, tradition and the population, everything has been changed from 1908 to 2025. So that's a need to revamp this port bill again. So if you see some of the features, and these are the important ports we have, and some of, if you see like some of the important features, state maritime boards. Presently we have three state maritime boards in Gujarat, Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra, but there is no legal backing for them. That's why now we are giving state maritime boards a legal backing, and Maritime State Development Council. If you observe here, state, the term is very important, because each and coastal states will have their own development council. The chairman of the council would be Union Minister of Ports and dispute resolution. This is important because now there is no dispute mechanism as well. So this resolution mechanism is given at time frame of 6 months. And tariffs, because tariffs plays an important role in the trade and commerce. Now there is an imposition of tariffs as well. And safety plays an important role. That's why you are giving even a safety also. And whenever we are doing some mistakes, some penalties has to be imposed for other countries as well. That's why this has been included. And again, in order to smoother operational issues and a smoother way to deal with economic and operational enhancement has been given in the bill. And if you see, coming to the highlights of the bill, 1908, it replaces 1908 Act, and I said, and these are the certain highlights of the bill which particularly aims at infrastructure, operational efficiency and environmental governance, because it plays a major important role. And if you see certain government initiatives for the ports, we can see like Sagarmala is one of the major initiative, and Maritime Financing 2025 is a current one, and we have established different ports like Vadhavan Port, and in the same way in the path of Amritkal we have given the importance to maritime as well. That's what you can see here. And Merchant Shipping Bill, National Policy for India's Blue Economy and Coastal Shipping Bill, like that. So we have taken so many initiatives to improve our ports infrastructure. In the same way, for everything there should be a criticism, right? For these also there are some criticisms. So if you see, lack of safeguards for entry and inspection pass, and ambiguity of mega ports. What are mega ports, what are minor ports? Still there is no particular classification. And lack of appeal so if there is a dispute resolution board, to how to appeal it, that's a big question mark. So these are the some criticisms in this bill. And if you see in particular, if you see our achievements in, especially to in regards of port, 9 Indian ports are in the top of 100 container performance index. In that, Vishakhapatnam, which is in Andhra Pradesh, ranks 19th, and ports capacity increased by to up to 87%, and cargo handling also increased compared to previous. It rose up to 4.45, and coastal shipping grew to 118%. So turnaround time, so how much a ship will drop the all the containers and come back, that's a turnaround time. It's 93 hours, but global average is 23 hours. This should be concentrated upon. That's why, because now it's 48 hours, that should be at least 23 hours. So in order to do everything in a proper way, now we are planning to launch this shipping bill. And as we promised, for each and every question we'll be giving a model answer with the proper introduction, body and the conclusion. So that's why it's a beautiful question related to Indian Ports Act 2025, and the conclusions and introductions, everything will be given. And if you see, whenever you get any question regarding this Indian Ports Bill, you can easily use this content and write your answer beautifully. And especially if you see a decisive step toward making India's sport globally competitive, this line you can use anywhere in any part of the question related to the ports. These are the certain things you have to remember. And coming to the next current affair, US tariffs on Indian exports. We came across different news saying Trump has done this, that, but why it is concerned to us, it's an important question, because if you observe here, exports from India to US is 7.35 lakh crore, but export from US to India is only 3.46 lakh crore. That's why it is very important for us to concentrate even on the tariffs as well. So as we know, on August 6, US raises the tariffs. It plays an important role in geopolitical issues as well. If you know the key highlights of that bill, some sectors like electronics and pharmaceuticals are exempted because they are like essential goods for them. That's why they have given exemption. And this hit the GDP up to 0.5% in the upcoming financial year 26. And this tariff hike will be effective from 27 of August. And this selective and unfair, it is a term which we have to remember to use in the answer writing if we get a question on tariffs. And if you see the model mains question, what are the implications they have asked, and this is the conclusion, introduction and the body and the conclusion. So it's a like diplomatic conclusion. We are not allowing to anyone, and if you want, you can give some way forwards if they ask you some criticisms like that. Otherwise, always better to write a diplomatic answer. And next coming to third current affair, Independence Day economic reforms. As we know, as a part of our in August 15th, our Independence Day, our PM Narendra Modi ji has announced three major reforms in GST, one in GST and other in job creation, and other one in deep water oil and gas exploration. Why? Because these all, if you see, these all will somewhere or other link to the job creation. That's what he's called. Because in order to economy to grow, first creation of employment is essential. That's why we are concentrating on those sectors. So if we again observe the key highlights of this launch on the Independence Day, exploration missions on deep water and job generation up to 3.5 crore private jobs, and GST up to Diwali is given the target to like actually overhaul to be rolled. And he also mentioned about certain operations like Operation Sindoor, we already know as a retaliation to Pak, and zero tolerance terrorism. That's what we are following, and success against Maoist insurgency, especially in the Chhattisgarh region. That's what he have mentioned. Always, whenever Modi speaks something, whether if you take it's in Man Ki Baat or any speech, it's very important for us in an examination. So that's why now that's a question of like based on that we have one more mains question here based on GST reforms and especially initiatives announced by the Modi, and this is the body, and again if you see this is the conclusion here. This is important for us. Reform means expansion of good governance. This sentence you can use anywhere, be it a polity, governance, economy, anywhere you can use this sentence. So this sentence you have to write in a separate paper and you have to daily see that, so that it will be easy for you to remember. And next, fourth, so India UK free trade agreement. So as it is economy, everything is like trade agreements and all. So this UK trade agreement, in about this I have explained in a detailed video which will you can see in our Vishnu IAS Academy playlist as well as the video. There I have detailedly explained about what is this agreement about, but here we see certain key highlights of the bill. So actually it has started in July 24 itself, this signed in July 24 itself, but implemented in this August. So that's why we are discussing now. And if you see, observe some certain highlights of this, as I said, drafted on May 6th and signed in July. So this is reduced barriers particularly benefit sector like beverages, which are highly HFS, high fat, sugar, salt beverages. These are not good and very threat to our especially youth. So that's what we have discussed in the video. You can go and watch. So in mealtime, you can share, like, comment and subscribe our Vishnu IAS Academy channel. So let's go with the challenges. So there will be some challenge for each and every bill, right? So this bill, the challenges is delayed gains and quota constraints and logistical gaps. This is the wherever you are seeing the agreement, this plays an important role, and a value of imbalance. These are the some challenges, and this agreement especially affects all the junk food items. So it reduces the tariffs or the barriers on the junk goods, so that it will be less costlier in the Indian market. So it eventually affects all youth and children. So that was the main important of this. And if you see, because I have already discussed about this in the previous video, which you can see in the playlist and you can watch once. So I have given the question and model inflow and a conclusion. You can write in the body and a full answer and send to us, which you will get in the description. Mail will be given in the description. And coming to the prelims facts, Export Promotion Mission. This was launched in 2025. 2,250 crore Export Promotion Mission. This is the worth. And if you see the key features of the bill, two broad components were given, and market expansion and ease of doing business are the key features, and financial support and overseas warehousing and global branding is the important features. And if you observe other highlights, so it specifically targets export resilience amid of US tariffs, and it is administered by DGFT. And again, one more thing, wholesale price index, it is now at 2-year low. Why? Because of the price restraints imposed by RBI, now we can see the wholesale price index to be low. So what it says, sustained 2 months of deflation indicates softening producer side constraints as well as prices. It also says retail inflation is now under control. That's what you can understand from the WPI. And if you see the inflation is now 8 years low. Whether if it is inflation or deflation, it's not present in the market, it affects our economy. Always there should be inflation or deflation in the market in order to maintain a balance in the economy. But now it says 8-year low. That's concern about that. So this, whatever we see this CPI, if you see RBI target is around 4%, but because of rate cuts, now inflation has been still decreased. And as I said, concerns because of the potential inflation rate effects in 2026. And coming to the fourth current affair, S&P upgrades India's credit rating from BBI minus to BBB plus or BBB simple, because they are given high rating. Why? S&P is a global credit rating agency. So universally in the globe, S&P is the whole player in the market which gives a credit agencies a important credit rating. That's why if you see August 16th, S&P Global raised BBI minus to BBI plus. Why? Because we have maintained proper GDP growth, and because of that now investor they gain confidence. That's why they have improved our growth. And about key highlights of this, 2007 to 2008, this is last upgrade, and now this is after long gap, this is the best upgrade you can see. And it says India overseas borrowing costs and high foreign capital inflows also attracted because of this better credit rating. And next would be our prelims based MCQs. This is our first MCQ, and you can see I have given based on Indian over credit rating, and I also given this option answer also. You can simply read it and answer, then please see the answer. And you can see one more question related to the Independence Day reforms of PM Modi, and again one more question of CPI rate inflation. and answer. So that's it for today. If you like our initiative, please comment, like, share and subscribe to Vishnu IAS Academy YouTube channel. Thank you.